communion song is number 334, Taste and See. Number 334.
Taste
Our next communion song is number 601, Come to the Water, number 601.
CCTN and its programming are made possible by your generous support. 5125 South Apopka Vineland Road, Orlando, Florida, 32819. Thank you.
I'm Father Burke Masters, talking about living purity. So one of the biggest plagues on our society is pornography. It's available, it's free, and it's on our smartphones. And it's destructive not only for the man, but for marriages and relationships. So sometimes the lie that we want to believe is, this is impossible. I can never overcome this. This is just a part of my life. And that's a lie from the evil one. The truth is, Christ made us for greatness. Christ made us for purity. As St. Augustine said, our hearts are restless until they rest in you. And if we don't go to God, we're going to turn to something to try to fill that void in our hearts. I think the first thing to do is to be men of prayer. Be close to the sacraments, especially the Eucharist and reconciliation. Read the scriptures. And the closer we come to the Lord, the more we fill that void in our hearts with Jesus Christ, the less we're going to need these other things. Get an accountability partner, somebody that can walk this journey with you. If I gave you a toothpick and said, can you break this? You certainly could. But if I tied 2 or 3 or 10 together and say, try to break these, it's impossible. So there's strength in numbers. And we as men need to walk this journey together to say, hey, I'm struggling in this area. Can you help me? And, together we can live these lives of purity.
Our human rights come out of human dignity. We are made in the image and likeness of God. That's where the dignity of the human person comes from. We all have a right to have a decent livelihood, but at the same time we have a responsibility to contribute to society, to the common good.
The basic human rights in Catholic social teaching are most succinctly expressed in the papal encyclical Pacem in Terris. And there, the foundation is the basic right to life that cannot be taken away.
We require life in order to have all of our other rights and in order to fulfill all our other responsibilities. We are required to have more than existence. Jesus promises us the abundant life.
Building on that basic right are all the super basic things that each of us need, like food and water and shelter and clothing.
Healthcare is another area where people have rights to medical procedures and medicine and the care of a doctor.
On top of the foundation of those sort of basic rights for survival, there are more sophisticated rights, like the right to participate in society.
A right to have a search for God in freedom of religion, to search for truth and to live in integrity with that, respected.
For us, rights and responsibilities are reciprocal. We always have a responsibility to others, to the common good, and to see our work and resources as something that need to be used to build up society and to be shared with those who are in need.
That need is a call. It calls something out from us. What do we encounter in the communities where we are? Our kids' school, our neighborhood, our parish. And then in a larger sense, what are the needs in our region?
Human beings are wonderful creatures that have rights, but also that have agency and responsibility to help to shape their own destiny and the destinies of others in ways that reflect this basic dignity that God has given us. So advocacy is a really important way for us as Catholics to participate in the ordering of society. It's a way for us to ask the government to structure laws, procedures, policies in such a way that people are better able to attain their human rights and exercise their responsibilities.
We are born with others given to us to look after us, but then with our responsibility to look after others. It's huge. We are really supposed to think when we meet others, and they're supposed to think when they meet us, here is another person in God's image. Here is a person just like me.
This is CCTN, the Catholic Community Television Network.